Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be learning about how to multiply decimals. And anytime we're working with our operations in decimals, we want to be aware or cognizant of place value. And when we're multiplying, we also have to use the distributive property, which means we're going to distribute that multiplication operation to every single term, regardless of its place value. And so simply with multiplying decimals, I like to move my decimal points out of the way and then move them back in the same amount of times I moved them out when I have my answer. And so that's really what we're going to be doing today. We'll do a few practice problems together and then make sure you stick around till the end to see if you can answer our bonus question. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, we're multiplying decimals, which means we're going to find the product, and we want to remember to move the decimal out, multiply, and then move it back in. We are starting with 1 and 5/10 times 1 and 6/10. So I'm going to move the decimal out of the way 2 times, and I like to make a little note to myself so I don't forget. And then I'm going to simply distribute my 6 to each of the place values. So 6 times 5 is 30, 6 times 1 is 6 plus 3 is 9. And then I'm going to do my 1 in the ones place value. 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 1 is 1, add everything up. 14, 2. I move my decimal back in 2 times. So my answer is 2 and 4/10. Let's look at a number 2 here. So we have 82 and 6/10 times 3 and 1/10. Okay, so we're going to move our decimal points out of the way 2 times, 2 times, and then simply multiply. So 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 8 is 8, 3 times 6 is 18, then we have 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7, and then 24. So 6, 10, carry the 1, 16, carry the 1, 5, 2. Okay, so now I am going to go back and check. I'm going to move my decimal 2 times back into the answer 2 times. So my answer is 256 and 6/100. Okay, let's see if that makes sense or is a reasonable answer. Okay, if I go back here, 82.6 is close to 80. 3, I know 8 times 3 is 24, so 80 times 3 is 240. Yeah, 240 and 256 are pretty close to each other, so that's a reasonable answer, and that's how I double check my work. Let's go ahead and try number 3. All right, we're doing number 3 here, so we have a 29 and 1/10 times 3 and 4/10. So it just so happens that the decimal points end up lining up, but you don't necessarily have to line up the decimal points. What you're really doing is just lining up the last digit and going from there. So like we have been doing all along here, I'm going to move my decimal point out of the way. So I moved it out of the way 2 spaces, and now I'm simply going to multiply. 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 9 is 36, 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3 is 11, 3 times 1 is 3, 27, 6, 8. Then we're going to add up all our terms. Okay, so I moved my decimal point out 2 times, so I'm going to move it back in 2 times, and then my answer is 98 and 94/100. And then I'm always going to go back and check to see if that's a reasonable answer. Make sure I didn't accidentally move my decimal point too many spaces. Like let's pretend I had 9 and 894 thousandths. Okay, here if I was going to estimate this or round, 30 times 3 is 90. So I know that my answer should be near 90. 98 and 94/100 makes sense. So I know that that's right. If you accidentally moved your decimal too many places, you should always check your answer for reasonableness. 9 in the ones column is way less than 90. So I would know here that I messed up moving my decimal point. So that's our answer to number 3. Here's our bonus question, number 4, so you go ahead and try it. 31 and 2/10 times 10 and 5/10. Make sure to leave your answer in the comments below. So today we learned how to multiply decimals, and if you want to learn more about the other operations, adding, subtracting, and dividing decimals, I've linked a full-length lesson tutorial for you in the video description, so go ahead and check that out. Thanks for learning with me today. Make sure to subscribe so you can learn more about how math works and why it works to make math make sense. And we'll see you on the next lesson. So